In the last Fortnite update that we got, we found out that a number of the members of the Seven have gone missing and have disappeared. It was obviously a huge mystery and we had so many questions, but guys, I'm happy to report that in today's Fortnite update, we have at least secured partial answers for some of these questions, but we've also, as always, been presented with even more questions to be answered, and what might happen in the end of Season 3 could be massive. So, to kick things off, I think it's only fair that we start at the Pineapplez voice logs.
I found the scientist. He's in his underground biolab researching that strange substance spreading across the island. The visitor is there too, along with the Origin. We've been asked to find and bring some Seven gear to the lab. It sounds like we're going off grid. Nothing here. Nope. Nothing. This looks like what Mr. Big Blue and Responsible needs. I wonder what they're researching down there. I need your help. Now. Amy, help him find the scientist's notes. Notes! Get his notes. Those zero-point energy shockwaves were flares. A galactic distress signal. If we don't help, it'll go dormant. Here goes nothing.
Things get really interesting immediately when the Paradigm says that she has found a lot of the missing members of the Seven and says that they are hiding in a biolab underground researching something. At the end, she begins talking about zero-point pulses and how they are actually flares, and even mentions that it is a cosmic symbol. Now, I know what you're saying, Dr. P, she just said she found the missing members of the Seven. Well, I'm sure you already knew there was no way we were gonna get off that easy. And that is where the scientist's voice log comes into play.
Paradigm, if you're listening to this, it means I'm gone. I don't know where they took me, and I don't know if I'll be back. I promised we'd never leave you alone again, and I promised freeing the 0 point would be safe. Everything's my fault, so whatever happens to me, I deserve it. I programmed Amy to take care of you and whoever's left. I hope there are people left. I'm sorry it ended like this. I've always...
If I'm following the timeline right here, and trust me, I might not be, it seems like the Paradigm found the missing members, but then also at the same time lost them again, losing them twice within a very short time span. So at this point, I'm not really sure one way or the other who is actually missing and who's not missing. You might say the Paradigm is, of course, still around, but there is actually a voice log from Amy, or a leak at the very least, which says that now the Paradigm is gone, so I really don't know what to think. One thing that the scientist does say is that I don't know where they took me. It does mention that he was kidnapped, so now we know for a fact this was a kidnapping and it was intentional. By what the scientist is telling us, it sounds like whoever's got him is going to either kill him or imprison him for life. There's also a really good chance that whoever has taken the scientist has also taken any of the other missing members. I honestly don't know if there are 0 members that will be missing at the end of the season, if all 7 will be missing very soon, or if they are missing now. I mean, this update is still very fresh and we're trying to dive into it the best we can. And bear in mind, all these quest logs are from the coming weeks. So there's still time for some of this stuff to develop. This is definitely really interesting. What in the world were the scientist and the other members of the Seven down there actually researching in this biolab? I don't know if it's connected at all, probably not, but the first thing that I think of when I hear the word biolab is the underground bunker scientific area that we had beneath Wailing Woods in Chapter 1. Regardless, there were at least 3 members of the Seven inside of this biolab, and they all got kidnapped, we're assuming, at the same time? Whoever or whatever the entity of this kidnapper is, they are carefully orchestrating and putting together a kidnapping plan for the ages, which would take the Seven off of the island, or at least out of commission, so that they can then finally unleash havoc on the island. Check this out, this is courtesy of FNBR Watch and Caspol Leaks. They say, we have noticed that the beams from the reality tree were starting to pulsate. This is very much like the 0 point pulsing, and during the pulses, the beams of the portals move like this. Now, yes, these things have been moving a little bit already throughout the season, but it's never been as volatile as the way it is right now following this update. I wonder if these pulses are what the Paradigm mentioned by being flares and being things that are signaling doom, and yeah, you just need to get out of there. The reality tree has been spreading its influence and sprouts all across the map for the entirety of the season, so we are no strangers to this thing changing what the map is doing, but in this case, this is pretty unique, and this is something to keep an eye on as we near the end of the season. At this point in time, I'm inclined to believe the Bloom Watcher is the person orchestrating all of this behind the scenes. I would like to think that if something big happened on the Jano side of things, we would at least get some more follow-up on what happened at the end of Chapter 3, Season 2. Anything's possible, but at this point, I do think it's the Bloom Watcher. If true, what does she stand to gain from all of this? I would love to hear more of her backstory, obviously. That would help in doing any theories about the Bloom Watcher. I really do think we're not going to have much longer to wait to find out what's actually going on. And damn, man, I'm really excited. What do you think has happened to the Seven, and what do you think it means for the Fortnite storyline moving forward? More importantly, and most importantly, what are your theories? Be sure to leave them in the comment section down below for a chance to be featured in the next video and to help us crack some of these Fortnite cases. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you're new and you like these videos, and make sure to leave a like also if you enjoyed.